Yo dudes! Welcome to high protein, delicious, mega vegan Sambo. Okay, can we do it in 5 minutes? This is high protein, this is epic, this is incredible, and we're gonna do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, we've got a pan on high heat. Onto that pan, and it's slightly smoking. I'm putting in about a tablespoon of oil.
We have 2 little blocks of tofu. These are nice, we cut it in half. It's a standard 200 gram block. Boom.
So
we're gonna sear our tofu.
While that's searing, I'm gonna make some high protein Chinese almond butter 5 spice. So into a bowl of water.
Before you do, what does searing mean?
Searing means we're gonna seal the outside and brown it. So I've got 1 tablespoon of water. In on top of that, I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of almond butter, or almond butter or peanut butter. And if you're allergic to either, use tahini. I've got 1 tablespoon of Chinese 5 spice. That's just gonna bring a whole pile of flavor. In on top of that, I've got 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and I've got 1 tablespoon of tamari or soy sauce. Delicious. Take a fork and just really try to bring that together to encourage it to emulsify.
Just under 1 minute gone.
Can they do it? I think they can.
So tofu's starting to sear. See the way it's starting to. So obviously we added in about a tablespoon and a half of oil there. Oil is encouraging the caramelization. It's raising the temperature. The tofu is going through the Maillard reaction. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so if your high protein almond butter is feeling a little bit tight, just put in another little splash of water. Wow. Tiny little splash of water. So I'm going to put in another tablespoon of water.
3 minutes 40. This is so exciting.
A lot of flavor in that.
How's your day going, Stevie?
Going great. Okay, next step for our marinade, for our seared tofu into our bowl, we have 2 tablespoons of tamari, also known as soy sauce.
Oh, but tamari's so much better. I just love tamari. I want to swim it someday.
I know, one day. If anyone's out there, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. If you don't have garlic powder, just use chopped garlic.
Stephen didn't quite finish that sentence, but if anyone's out there and has a tamari making facility and would like to invite us to come swim in Oak
We'll bring our togs.
We'll bring our togs and our best towels.
A tablespoon of sesame seeds. We're using both white.
You're doing great, black. Steve. You're doing great.
Give it a nice mix.
Just under 3 minutes to go, folks. This is so exciting.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Exciting. Right, so give it a good mix. Looks great.
Okay,
don't worry.
Tofu's going to sear. See the way it's nice.
When I add this is going to sizzle because the water and tamari is going to react with the oil. So just be a little bit careful. Don't be afraid. So on the top. Keep a little for the other side. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, so I have 1 Bok Choy, also known as a Bok Choy. Chop the end off it, and we're going to get this ready to start adding in. So I'm just going to start adding this into the side. I want to keep it long. I'm going to put a pinch of salt with it just to help it break down.
Look, it's starting to caramelize up. You can see it's crispy.
As that starts to caramelize, we're going to turn it off the heat just so it doesn't brown, and we're going to add in the rest of our marinade. So this marinade, because there is maple syrup in it or some form of liquid sweetener, as it cools, it's going to tighten and create this lovely glaze on the surface. Are we doing time-wise? Ah, jeez, it's so much easier with 2 of us.
Easy peasy, easy peasy. High protein tofu sandwiches. So Steve, if I wanted to get big muscles in the gym, would this be good for that?
Well, exercise would be really important. If you don't exercise, there's no point consuming high protein. We did a cool podcast on how to be an elite plant-based athlete.
Yeah, it was really good. It was with the authors of the New York Times, #1 New York Times bestseller called Plant-Based Athletes. Very good.
Okay, so take bread of choice. We're using a wholemeal Irish spelt bread that we baked in our bakery. Do check it out.
We have a bakery?
We do have a bakery. Check out the vid if you're looking for it. But use whatever bread you have. Try to use a fresh bread if you can. And if you don't, just toast it. So I'm going to put on
1 minute 20.
A generous serving of our almond butter Chinese 5 spice.
Oh, it smells class. I know you can't smell it yet, but it really does.
Yeah, we're waiting for the YouTube update.
I am hungry. I am really looking forward to this.
Next step, I'm taking 1 avocado.
Will this increase my guns, Steve?
They're going to be much bigger, much bigger. Okay, I want to make this.
1 minute, folks.
Okay, right.
The greens have wilted right down. I love. Bok Choy is actually in the nutrient density aggregate index. That's the measurement of the healthiest foods, the least healthy foods. Bok Choy is like number 2 or 3, so it's right up there after kale.
We juiced it the other day. It's really properly in the cabbage family. So on goes our avocado. This is going to bring
37 seconds. 37 seconds.
Relax. We got this, Dave. We got this. I'll put in another little bit of
30 seconds. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
You turned it off. That's what's.
Yeah. Next step, I've got some sauerkraut. Any form of kind of sauerkraut or kimchi. It's just going to bring color and a little bit of acid. It's going to make this a lot more flavorful.
You ready for a block?
Next step, we got a block of tofu. Oh.
Boom. That's serious.
Okay, and a
greens.
few little touches that you can do to bring it. Yeah, a few greens. Oh, great. Jesus, this
Couple
is
of
one
greens,
serious
look at
sandwich.
this. 10 seconds,
Often
folks.
we say with this is to introduce some pickles or
Hey,
something
look,
that you
you got
have.
5 seconds.
Okay, a little bit of pickled carrot. This is an Asian
2,
pickled carrot.
1. Time's up, Mr. Flynn. Time's up.
Kaboom! Right, lid on. And here we go. Here's the sandwich.
Okay, here we go. I'll be the taste test. Stephen wrote this recipe, not me, so I'll be the taste test. And I'll be honest.
Okay, you promise?
Okay, I promise to be honest.
Look at that.
I promise you nothing but honesty. That looks class. Can I allowed to take a bite?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, high protein, peanut butter, miso, delicious. Jeez, this smells good.
Chinese fries spot is delish.
That's amazing. That really is.
I love the hot tofu.
That's banging. Really, really good. We've done loads of 5-minute dinners. That one's class.
I feel like I'm floating.
I'll definitely finish that. Really good. You could make it the day beforehand. It'd work well for dinner. If you don't like bread, you could just do it separately and put all
The
parts
whole
in.
idea was just to highlight how within 5 minutes you can cook a high protein, really healthy, delicious dinner. We do have a 5-minute series with loads of different options. Do check it out. It's great
What's a
fun.
5-minute series mean?
5 minute where we cook loads of food in 5 minutes just to show you how healthy, delicious food does not take huge time.
And I know this might have been an assault on your senses. We would have been coming at you like a pair of machine guns, but this is very tasty. You can cook this as slow as you want. We just wanted to show you that things can be done quick.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, okay, you're still there. How are you? Thank you for sticking around so long. Genuinely, we are most grateful.
If you do want to learn more, check out thehappypear.ie to follow our daily activities. Check us out on Instagram.
Instagram stories. We've got cafes if you ever want to visit. We swim at sunrise in the Cove in Greystones. If you ever want to come meet us, we swim there every morning at sunrise. You are cordially invited.
This is your invitation. This is your invitation. Anyway, thanks again. Wishing you a good day. Lots of love. Bye.
Cheers.